Hey students, welcome to your weekly art video. So here's our agenda. We are starting Modern Times, Unit 5. We're going to talk about Fauvism, Expressionism, Cubism, and we're going to identify and compare artwork and art movements. We're going to define, tell, analyze, and critique. Please remember you have an assignment every Thursday in art. This week, you have your 5.06 quiz, and it is due on Thursday. Also, please go back and check. These assignments are overdue. 3.10 quiz and 3.19 test. And coming up soon, you will have your 5.22 test. Here's your week at a glance. You will also find this on the homepage of the art course. So let's talk about Unit 5, Modern Times. This is one of my favorite movements in art. So make sure you're reading the Unit 5 content and watching these videos like you're watching right now that we put in the announcements and the checklists every Monday. Okay, so these movements sprang up in the 1900s. Look, Fauvism, Cubism, Surrealism, Expressionism, all these. These all happened in the 1900s, a very busy time for modern art. Fauvism, let's talk about that really quickly. This was one of the first modern movements. If you look right here, this is the one we're talking about. It emphasized wild, non-naturalistic color choices to convey emotional power. Fauvis paintings shocked viewers because of the intensity of their works. The painters were called fauves, which translates to wild beast. I think that's a little harsh. Okay, we also are talking about abstract expressionism. So after World War II, New York City became a new focal point for the modern art world. Many European artists moved to America because of the war. So this is the definition of expressionist. They are trying to communicate an emotion or make the viewer feel an emotion. That's the goal of expressionist. Cubism. Cubism is breaking reality into pieces. Let me show you a few examples of Cubism. Okay, so take a look at those while I tell you about them. So this first one is called Tea Time. This one is Violin and Candlestick. This is a Cubist self-portrait. This is a portrait of Pablo Picasso, and this one is called Factory. Okay, as you look at these, what do you notice? What do you see? How do they look different? They're all kind of look like squares, right? Hence the name Cubist. So during this time period, art was used as a tool for political engagement. As modern art evolved, artists began to use their work as a direct form of protest. Art became a way to address social issues of the day. So Ben Shahn was an artist who used his political voice. He was deeply influenced by social and political issues, creating art that spoke to injustices and human suffering. So in this one, he is depicting the emotional and unjust execution of two Italian anarchists. See, a little morbid, right? So this is a Pablo Picasso piece. He did this one as a protest against war. And look, lots of emotion in this one too. Look at the people, right? Lots of emotion here. Yeah, like we were just talking about, this is a powerful representation of suffering. So just very quickly, the people of Spain were so excited about Picasso and all this, the cubism that he helped create, all this stuff. And they said, hey, would you please do this huge mural in the middle of the city? He was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he puts this up. Right? They were thinking kind of a chamber of commerce, everything's lovely and nice, please do it in the middle of the city. And he put this up. So, of course, it created an uproar, because look, it's a protest, it's against war, it's not beautiful. So, yeah, just a little side note there. Sorry. Okay, so here are some more recent political artists, just for you to look at some of their artwork. Okay, and a quick reminder, the 5.06 quiz is due this Thursday. Don't forget to bookmark that semester checklist, pacing guide thing. You know that's going to help you more than anything else. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to come see me during office hours on Wednesday. Have a great week, everybody.